Yeah, I'm sorry if this is disappointing to those of you who thought this would be a live action video. And at first it was gonna be, but I decided no, being my VTuber self for right now will probably be the better option. Now I'm trying to get back into being a VTuber too, so it'll make more sense in a minute. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Moonstone Hunter, and if you are new, well, I advise you not to watch this video. This video was made specifically for those who have stuck with my channel for a long time and are wondering, like, where I've been, how I've been doing, and if I'm still on the platform. Because recently, I have not been making that many big content. Like, I've mostly been making just YouTube shorts and posts, and that's about it. And there's so much stuff I promised that just never got out. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason for my absence. Before I get into that, I want you guys to know something. I'm doing okay. Later in this video, I'm going to mention about my depression, but I want you guys to know something. I'm not suicidal, I don't want to kill myself, and I'm happy to be alive. It's just... there's a lot of things I've been feeling lately that... they don't count as normal everyday feelings. So the first part of this video, I'm going to be talking about what's been going on at home. The second part, I'm going to be talking about like how I'm doing now. And the final part, I'm going to be talking about my future plans and what I've been working on. Important thing to note for all those who don't know, because, well, you probably haven't seen my older videos where I talked about this. My mom is 74, and she's not my birth mom. She adopted me. Like, she adopted 11 other kids. I'm counts 11 one. And before you think, no, this isn't the Loud House. My mom and my father, before he passed away, they adopted a lot of kids who were being abused by their old parents, who didn't have a happy home, or who just didn't have a happy life. Like, almost all my siblings have some sort of big mental disability. Some can't live on their own, some are unable to talk, and, well, it's a similar concept to me and my twin, which I also mentioned in a previous video, but I since unlinked it so that way it can be more private. Anyways, my birth mom was underage. Like, she wasn't the right age to have a baby, and she was drunk, and actually had me because she ran away with a party. And that's actually how I got my disabilities, like my autism, my ADHD, it's all because of that. And I didn't learn this until I was in, like, 5th grade. This is when I first discovered I had autism, because Mom got me a special mug for my birthday that said, "I'm proud to have autism," and that's kind of where she told me the whole story. And at first, I was kind of hurt and kind of shocked, but I forgot about it quickly because, you know, I still felt like me, and I felt like that's all that mattered. But as I got older, that's when I slowly started to realize that I was a lot different than some of my friends. Well, I pretty much stayed the same as I grew up through elementary school. Everyone around me, like, they sort of just changed. Like, a lot of my friends lost the same interests that I had. A lot of the teachers, like, talked differently to me. And once I reached high school, I realized, okay, I'm seriously different. Because almost every other boy in my same grade, they were just jerks. And I mean that. Like, I felt super uncomfortable to be around them. I felt unsafe around them. And I just felt so gross, especially in gym class. And if you guys watched videos from the beginning, you know I was actually sexually harassed in gym class. If you want to check that out, I'll link the video in the description down below. So I found it really hard to make friends throughout high school. I managed to make some friends, but almost all of them, they were in lower grades than I was. But the reason for that was, I actually met them during theater class. Well, when I first signed up for theater, I instantly signed up for adult male roles who had specific accents and personalities, because if you guys don't know this already, I'm actually a voice actor, and I actually voiced Ozzy in a Fan Animated Warriors Cat series. And thanks again to my subscriber who helped me get that role in the first place. I really owe ya. So yeah, a lot of the roles I've gotten were characters with English personalities, or some things like that. Or who simply, you know, didn't sound like they should be played by a kid. Like, that's one thing that really stood out with me when I signed up for theater. I could really make my voice sound like a completely different character, and make my personality sound like I was a totally different person. And that stuck with me. For the next 2 years, I was in theater class. I was in Little Women, and I was in Almost Maine. I played Steve, and if you guys don't know him, he's the guy that can't feel pain. And I was also Mr. Brooks in Little Women. And personally, I really enjoyed his personality. Like, he was this weird professor guy who was smart, but also had an immediate crush on one of the sisters, and I found that lots of fun. And I didn't get a part in the musical this year at my school, but I was a soundboard operator. Basically, if you know what that means, it means basically I control what mics are on during which times, and which sounds play on their cues. The musical we did was the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. If you guys don't know the musical, don't worry. I barely know it either. The reason I knew anything about it was because that was the script I was given, so I know what sounds play when and who talks when. And then next year, I'm heading off to college. And I've been excited for that. Let's mention, I received a bunch of scholarships. I received over 13,000 something dollars in scholarship money, as well as the 21st Century Scholarship. If you guys don't know what the 21st Century Scholarship is, it's basically a scholarship that pays for all your classes. And classes are like more than half the cost of college. Like, they're the most expensive part they have to be aware of. So the only expensive things I have to pay for is pretty much the housing and the food and the materials I need, and that's about it. And yes, I have a solution for that, but I'll get to that later. And like I said, I also have the scholarship money. And like I said, I've been excited for this. Like, I've always wanted to get outside the house, like, be on my own and do my own independent stuff. But at the same time, it makes me really sad, because there's a lot of things I don't think I'll be able to get or see once I leave. And like I said before, my mom's an old lady. And she's a tough fighter. Like, when she adopted me and my twin sister, we were just babies. Like, we never even got to meet my birth mom. I don't know where she is or how she's doing. No one knows who my birth dad even is. But that never bothered me much, because, well, like I said, the reality was, we were never meant to be born. Like, we weren't supposed to happen, my twin and I. And that's what caused me to, like I said, be disabled. It's a tough reality. But every day, my mom would tell me that she's glad I'm here and that I'm special. I really feel like without her support, I really wouldn't have survived school. I really wouldn't have found my passion for theater, and I may have not even found my passion for voice acting and create all those stories that you guys love on my channel, like the Wolf Lord series, the Vet series, and the first series I proper kicked off, the Wolf Dad Adoption series. Those were honestly my favorite series to ever make on my channel. I really felt like when I was voicing those characters, I was genuinely talking to a person who needed help and was grateful for my help. Like that I was making a difference. Like I was doing something special that someone needed. And that's what kept me going on my channel. I always had moments where I felt like this feels trash, no one's gonna watch it. I always had moments where I felt like no one's gonna support me on my channel, it's stupid. But when it really started to take off last year, when I got over 1,000 subscribers, that's when I truly felt like, okay, I genuinely have something amazing going on here. I can do this. So I kept going. And just kept going and kept going. When I would make a short or a video, it's mostly because of a spark I felt like. I don't know how to describe it. If you're not autistic like I am, you might not know what I'm talking about, but there's these hyperfixations that could randomly inspire us to do something, and we cannot rest till we actually do it. And that's how I got a lot of my big stuff out. But over the past 6 months is when things properly started to change. My sister, my twin, I'm gonna call them Alec. They have been in the mental hospital a ton of times just because they've been neglected to themselves. They don't really care about the house or my family or mom, and they're just not caring about themselves. Like, she had a boyfriend that she kept saying she'd move out with. My mom didn't trust her boyfriend. he didn't live in the same town as we did. She just met him online at Connections Academy, because she joined the online school after she couldn't stand physical school anymore. So, yeah, she left me alone at school. It only hurt for the first year of not having my sister by my side, but I slowly got over it. Now, I don't know the exact reason why she left real school. She never really told me. But personally, I feel like it's best if I don't find out or don't ask. I generally feel like it's better for both of us that way. But yeah, she kept saying she's going to move out with him. They're going to get married. She kept saying that for over a year, and that's kind of why she got away with a lot of the stuff she did. But when her 18th birthday finally came last year, our 18th birthday, apparently they broke up. And even though she's done so much bad stuff, none of it's illegal, guys. She's not a criminal. But all of the stuff she did around the house was stuff without Mom's permission. And, only piled up. And with Mom being as old as she is, and as a softie she is, she never really had the guts to say, I'm sorry, but you have to go. Like, legally she can kick her out, and personally, I wouldn't blame her if she wanted to, but she just can't. So, yeah. I'm upset. I'm leaving high school, and I'll probably never see my friends again after this because they're not graduating yet. They still have 1 year left of school. So when I go to college, they'll just be starting 12th grade. And the pressure of Alec at home, how crap things are, how Mom feels, how I felt like I wasn't enough. It made me go in limbo for a while. And it was the main reason why I haven't felt that spark in a while. Without that, when I tried, I just couldn't do it. I already made so many promises in my community section. I shared pictures of future Wattpad books I'm working on. I've shared thumbnails of videos that I said I'd upload. And those ideas were just scrapped and never finished. And that made me feel like I was betraying my subscribers. It made me feel like I was betraying people who looked up to me. It made me feel like I was losing them because I noticed every time I upload a smaller new video, I would gain some subscribers and then lose some. In the end, I just get stuck with the same amount. I don't know who subscribed or who unsubscribed. It only shows the names of the people who have that option turned on, but just knowing that people were unsubscribing when I tried to make something new for them, it really got to me. So I tried to find solutions. Like, I started making shorts because they were easier to edit, and I could do more creative stuff in them that wouldn't take as much effort, and that it would reach a wider audience, because apparently shorts get more views than normal YouTube videos do. And I can see why. They're easier to find, you don't have to search for them, like they pop up for you. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits involved. Some of them worked. Some shorts I did, they got thousands of views. Some shorts I did, they only got a couple hundred. But other than that, it just kept my views up and not dropping. And that gave me some confidence. It actually helped inspire me to find a lot more music to look into and to listen to, and I'm glad. And that's kind of like what's been happening. That's not everything that's been happening, but I feel like that's the biggest part that I feel like I should share. Because, again, it's the main factor behind a lot of this stuff. And now you guys are all wondering, what now? Like, what am I going to be working on now? Am I still doing ASMR roleplays? Am I still doing newer videos? Am I still making videos at all? Am I even going to upload on Wattpad again? Because it's been, like, months since I last posted a new chapter to a story at all. And the answer to all those, it's kind of the same, really. But first, I want to answer the stuff about Wattpad and other projects I said I post on there. I don't have a personal computer. I don't. All my videos are made on my cell phone. All my editing is done on my cell phone and CapCut or Canva. So it's a long process, and that's why I haven't tried uploading on Wattpad for a while. It just feels too much like a process, and I feel like when I start something, I don't finish it right away because I just lose that spark. So I came up with a new rule. I don't upload anything on Wattpad until I have at least half of it done already. Like, that's my new rule. Unless I have more than one chapter done already, I upload them all one at a time each week, and then during those times I work on the other ones, then I just upload them all too. That's a method I've been trying to get into. Like, it worked for Wattpad so far. I'm working on another story, and like I said, I'm not uploading anything from it until I have a lot done. And I mean a lot done. Yeah, that answers your question about Wattpad. But now for the YouTube video side of things. Do I still enjoy making ASMR roleplays? Do I still like making other videos too? And the answer to both of those, yeah, I love making ASMR roleplay videos. A lot of them are improv because it helps me like build the world as I go on. But the thing is, I want to try other stuff. I like other ASMR ideas. I like other video ideas. But when I try them, they're either not very successful, or when I edit them, I just can't finish them because I just can't feel inspiration. A lot of my videos started off as vlogs and other things, and I honestly miss some of that. I miss, being live action and in my fursuit, and just being there face to face. I wear a mask for a reason. I don't want to show my true identity on YouTube because I don't want to get teased in real life for my content. Like I said, Therian hunters are real, there are furry haters, and there's always some people who don't support people who are part of the LGBTQ community. I'm pan and bisexual, by the way, in case you haven't seen that video a while back. So yeah, me being my fictional persona, Moonstone, it will help me express me in a way that I don't think I could have if I showed my real self. So will you guys ever see my real face? Probably not. And I'm sorry if that sounds disappointing to some of you. I do plan on getting in more voice acting roles in the future, outside of YouTube and the Warriors fan series, so then you might see my real name, but I feel like that might be about it. Until then, you're stuck with this. Yeah, I want to make new content. I want to make things other besides some roleplay videos, but I still want to make videos that will be appealing to you guys and new viewers. That's the biggest thing for me that I struggle with. That struggle idea of making new content, but also making content that new people would like, but also won't drive my older viewers away. Because a lot of you guys have stuck around since the very beginning, and to me, you guys mean the most. The ones who stuck around the most. So the whole promise of making good stuff, that is a promise I want to live up to. There's a lot of projects that I want to get off the ground. I feel like the biggest one, it's not even a really YouTube video, it's more like a pitch. Like, if you guys don't know what a pitch Bible is, it's basically something that helps launch the idea or the concept of a show or cartoon to get it off the ground. And for the past month, I've been developing my own cartoon idea. Now, I don't have a lot done from it, like, I'm no artist, so the best I'm doing is writing the character Bible, like the concept art, and the characters' descriptions themselves. But I'll give a brief explanation. It's called Shake Your Tail. It's about these two brothers who were separated for a long time, because one brother was disabled, and when the mother wanted to divorce the father, and won the lottery, she took the slightly older and mature brother with her. But eventually, the mother passed away, and they lost all the money, so the older brother had to go move back in with his father and younger twin brother. But after he steps back into normal life after all the years living in luxury, it's really rough for him. So while he's adjusting to the idea of a brother, he's also adjusting to the idea of being normal. But here's where the twist comes in. Now, important note, this isn't a kid show, it's more like an adult or teen show, and I have a maximum episode plan of 4 episodes. It's going to be one storyline and not overlapping, and like I said, I can't animate myself I don't have art skills, but I do plan on pitching it. So here's how it goes. These two brothers, they go into the park, like the wild park, and they find a doghouse full of old dog bones. But once they cut their fingers on one of the teeth, they both wake up as dogs, and now they have to navigate this new world from this new perspective while finding a way to get back to being humans. And on the way, there's a lot of themes that go on, like sexuality acceptance and coming out, and there's also like self-discovery. I'm also planning on throwing in a few musical numbers. And there's also going to be a lot of slapstick. Like I said, I don't have a full script done for an episode, but I am working on the series Bible. And the images I've shown you so far, those are initial sketches or concepts I made for the house and for the characters, as well as their dog designs. Will the show actually pick up? I have no idea. Because like I said, I don't have the materials, I don't have the equipment, but I do plan on getting fan help. And here's another big announcement. If you guys want to try out for voice acting one of the dog characters, then over the summer, I'm going to upload a page on my Discord to where you can audition, and then maybe I'll be able to make an animatic. Like I said, this is not a guarantee. Like, I have no idea where this will go, or if it'll pick up, but it is something I am going to try. So if you guys want to be a part of it, then you're more than welcome to. That is one of the biggest things I ever considered doing. I do plan on making another way to make money. And this is the part where I need as much honest feedback from you guys as possible. I want to start Patreon. As for the content, well, extended videos, behind the scenes, commissions, scripts, and tryouts, where if you want to be in an ASMR video from Instant TV, I'll voice a character, and it's only for $1 per month. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I wanted to do this since the very start of my YouTube channel in the first place, but the thing is for me, I didn't have a bank account back then. Like, I was just 14 when I started this channel, and although I have a bank account now, I still know nothing about starting a Patreon. Nothing. I've never even joined one, so I'm not sure how they even pay you. And the biggest fear behind it is the fear that no one will even join in the first place. Because like I said, a lot of my newer subscribers, they don't stick around as much as my older ones. As for my older ones, I don't know if they'd be interested in me supporting. And as for my older ones, I don't know if they'd be interested in extra work from me, because I can't do anything special. And personally, I don't want to do anything special. When it comes to Patreon, I want to do something that's unique. It can make my subscribers and supporters feel involved and like they're part of something that's good, and that they did something good. Now, am I going to start Patreon? I do attempt on doing it, but like I said, I want honest feedback. If I had a Patreon, would you guys join it, and what would you like to see on there? Like, I mean it, be as honest as you can be. Would you want to do it? If not, then just say no. If you want it, then say yes, and just tell me what you want to see. Because if I am going to go on this journey on starting a Patreon and being a bigger content creator, I want to do stuff that I would like, also stuff that you guys will come back to. Yeah, I feel like this is the longest life update video I've ever done. It's been a long time since I did a life update video. Like, I mean it, it's been like forever. Now getting this stuff off my chest, it makes me feel a whole lot better about myself. I'm hoping that after you guys see this, you'll still decide to stick around, and I'll see you guys in the future. Now, for a quick summary, I'm still going to do ASMR roleplay videos, but I'm going to bring back older video topics, and I'm going to find new ways to engage. And I'm not going to be as often as I used to be on YouTube, because I'm going to work on finding my spark again. So yeah, it's going to be a rough road from here on out. But I am glad I could do this with you guys, and I'm glad you guys took the time to listen to this. It means a lot. Well, that's all I have to say for today. Until we meet again, my precious pepperonis. Peace. See you later. Bye. And stay possum.